Hey, Sangha. So, just finishing up trail work. Again, we're getting there. No, we're not, but we're getting there. So I'm walking down Horse Gulch here. And, I'm a Dharma protector. So I spend a lot of my time just thinking about life and death. And I thought of a daddy joke, especially this one going out to Dewa. Okay, this is good. Okay, I could sell this one. What do you call, what happens, okay, I haven't refined it yet, all right? What happens eventually to a community of people that attend a church? Huh? You ready? Well, eventually they'll all perish. Namaste and welcome to this week's vlog. Thank you for choosing to be here, supporting the channel, taking a break from trail work. I just kind of enhanced this cool jump off of this concrete slab that's been up here at the top of Half Ridge since I was a kid. Over my right shoulder, enhanced entrance to medicine and charmed trails. And just finished this with Brody, enhanced entrance to the new Kitty Charmer upgrade, which bleeds into the Half Ridge trail that we've been working on. And there goes someone now, trail user, enjoying the enhancements up here. So I can't take footage while I'm trail working. And if I'm not trail working, I'm either doing body work or coaching the kids at St. Columba. So really, I don't have any content. But what I am going to do is introduce you to what Dewa grew up with, Toady Time Tales. These are actual, true, 100% every word tales of my upbringing as creator and captain of Fort Horny Toad, the premier childhood fort of the entire Junction Creek Drainage, which you can see over my right shoulder. So welcome. You can use this as a podcast, fall asleep to it, road trip to it, but welcome to the first installment, Toady Time Tales. Hello, and welcome to Toady Time Tales. These are actual recollections from Steve Ilg, the keeper of Fort Horny Toad, the premier childhood fort of the entire Junction Creek Drainage. Tonight's story, episode 1, Encounter with Dirty Jack McClain. Chapter 1, a plan is hatched. Slamming my hatchet into the beautiful pinyon pine. Yeah, that's right. It was pre-dawn, and it was a captain's job to get the tribal campfire lit before my first and second lieutenants arrived. My half-wolf Apache was by my side. "Ishanage Naga," I said to him. You see, we spoke in this language that we shared, even that we did not even need to share a spoken language. You see, my wolf and I, we shared a common thought speak. Yeah, thought speak. We needed no words. We acted as one, a unity, a harmony of two-legged and four-legged, a match and a love relationship that would permeate and affect my entire life. A few more branches, and then, God, can you smell it? The scent of pinyon pine wafting as grandfather's son rose in the east over the shoulder, the svelte shoulder of Animas City Mountain. Suddenly the earth thundered. I could feel the tremors. Apache's ears perked up. We both chuckled at each other. Well, I don't know if wolves chuckle, but, eye contact, that type of thing. Sure enough, here's my second lieutenant. You see, my second lieutenant, Buzzy, not the most athletic being on the planet. Rather plump. Sweated a lot. But boy, you gotta say his loyalty to the fort, to being second lieutenant, was not to be undone. "Ha ha! Welcome, second lieutenant. Hey, Captain!" His big, heavy, thudded feet across the long traverse and the secret way to the fort. You see, I only had 2 ways to my fort: the steep, arduous, narrow path, which was commonly used and the most accessible. But to my second and first lieutenants, we had a secret backslip way. "How you doing, Cap?" "I'm doing all right, second lieutenant. You?" "Well, it's a lot better to be at the fort than at school, huh, Cap?" "Yeah, sure is." "Hey, where's first lieutenant? Was I first to arrive on the scene?" You see, dear listener, Buzzy, my second lieutenant, who lived next door to us, there was only 3 houses out in Junction Creek back then. He was always pining for my attention, my accreditation. So there was always this kind of tension between my first and second lieutenants, and sure enough, that's when my first lieutenant, my younger brother, Craig, also known as Two Man. Christ's sakes. I guess I better give y'all a little backstory on why his name is Two Man and my name is Two Man, Two. So, yeah, I don't know, maybe it's a blood thing, but okay. Gosh, it's kind of embarrassing. When we were little, when Two Man he's 6 years younger than me. So, going to sleep, we had 2 twin beds next to each other, and then he'd always say, "Don't go to sleep until I get to." "I do." "Okay." And so I used to make up this story about him and me being two grown-up men. Like, two men, get it? Two grown-up men. And then okay, truth be told, there's a nightstand between our two twin beds. He'd reach out his hand, hold my hand, two men. And I'd hold his hand, and we'd swing our hands together between our two beds, and I'd tell him these stories about being two grown men with our own lives, living together, and, well, not together, but, like, you know, we'd share a home, and then, like, yeah, it was like where two men became a reality, and he would fall asleep, and his little hand would drop out of mine, and then I could tuck him in, and then I could finally go to sleep. So, anyway, yeah, that's where the whole two-man came in. Hey, First Lieutenant, you're just a little bit late, said Second Lieutenant Buzzy, somewhat snarkily to two-man, as two-man finally clambered up the steep, arduous path leading past a sign that said, Fort Horny Toad. No girls or Texans allowed. Yeah, that's right. Anyway, well, we'll get back to that in future editions. Anyway, two men arrived, and he's all like, yeah, my mom she kept me late. She made me finish my eggs and bacon and potatoes and sausage. You see, rumor has it that two-man, my younger brother, who's like now 6'4", had not one, not two, but 3 stomachs. They all had to be filled. So in the morning, it took a while to get him out the door. He appeared at the fort. We're around this tribal campfire, pinyon smoke, grandfather's sky rising over Animas City Mountain, beautiful weekend morning in the spring, and then I'd look at them, eye to eye. First, Second Lieutenant, we have a mission. What kind of mission? Asked Second Lieutenant Buzzy. It's a dangerous mission. What's up, Captain? Well, rumor is. That's right. No, I heard the rumor, exclaimed my first lieutenant. Dirty Jack? Yep. We all looked at each other. Dirty Jack McClain, the bounty hunter. You see, dear listener, you would never want to come eye to eye with Dirty Jack. Because, you see, besides being a professional bounty hunter, the man kills on the whim. You see, some say that if you so much look at Dirty Jack in the wrong way, he'll do the same thing that an Injun once did to him. Scoop out his eye with a spoon, a rusty spoon, and then make him eat it and swallow it. Yeah, that's right. He looks so much as wrong at Dirty Jack. Why, he might just take out his Bowie knife. Now, if you're a girl or a Texan, you might not even know what a Bowie knife is, but, well, might take out his Bowie knife and throw it at your feet, cutting the navicular bone in half, splitting your foot so you'd be limping for the rest of your life. That would bring a smile, see, to Dirty Jack's face. And then you kept looking at him, see? He'd reach back into his dirty chaps, draw the same damn rusted spoon that some Injun dug out his eye, and put it and dig your own eye out, and then force it down your throat. Buzzy looked at two men. Two men looked at Buzzy. They both looked at me. Captain, are you sure we have to go up to encounter Dirty-Eyed Jack? But why do we have to go? Well, he's up there at Dead Man Canyon. That's right. I eyed my second lieutenant, Buzzy, critically. He's up in a canyon. Dead Man Canyon. You know why they call it Dead Man Canyon? A visibly distraught Buzzy looked back at me. No, Captain. Because you hold yourself up in Dead Man Canyon? You cornered yourself. Now, I have a plan. And for the first time in the history of mankind, you, me, two men, we're gonna get Dirty Jack McClain. We're gonna get rid of this scoundrel who kills beautiful animals for a living, who scoops out the eyeballs and knifes the feet out of good, innocent people. We're gonna do it because we are Fort Horny Toad, and we will not stand for this behavior in our own backyard. Do you understand? Captain? It was my first lieutenant's hand raised in the early morning light, creek babbling, background noise. So gorgeous, Pinion Jay, suddenly alighting on the fort's east wall. Yes, First Lieutenant. What weaponry do you want? Ha ha! That's my First Lieutenant, I said, slapping him on the back in the midst of Pinion smoke. That is a First Lieutenant question. Ready to do battle, to take arms against a perhaps superior and better trained adversary. And yet, we had to defend our homeland, see? And we had to do more than defend our homeland. We had to defend the very nature of the higher warrior. And I want to thank you, First Lieutenant. Now, such amplitude of credit being given to First Lieutenant did not sit well with Second Lieutenant Buzzy. But, Captain, I was about ready to say the same thing. It's all right, you're good. Now, let's go to the weapon wall. Let's check our wrist rockets, our air rifles, and, of course, all the Chinese stars and other weapons we have. Yeah, Captain, let's make sure that we're ready to go. Come on, Dirty Jack, bring it. Well, that's pretty enthusiastic, Second Lieutenant, I said, but let's not stir the hornet's nest more than we need. This is going to be an epic battle. You guys ready to die? Captain? You mean we have to be ready to die? Asked Second Lieutenant Buzzy. Well, it's what warriors live. It's their creed. It's a good day to die. Every day. A good day to die for the sake of what you believe in. You can either live your life like a sheep, lieutenants, or it's not a begin. Oh my God, yeah, I said, and Apache leaped to my side. And then he totally curled his upper lip, his eyes penetrating into both of my lieutenants, as if ready to take out their jugular, if I so much as commanded it. But I did not. And eye to eye, both my lieutenants. Every day is a good day to die, if you trust in what you believe. Every day is precious. Get out there. Live your life. Live it like a sheep or live it like a wolf. It's your choice. It's the Fort Horny Toad credo. Are you with me? Or are you out of here? We're with you, Captain, is my First Lieutenant Tuma. They exclaimed into the morning air. Quickly, Buzzy, Second Lieutenant, followed up. Totally with you, Captain. Let's go! next chapter, toe-to toe with Dirty Jack McClain. Comment below if you, dear listener, brave enough to hear the next installment